Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Moffstv, and welcome to Moffstv. Welcome to the Zombie Cast. I have my first guest here. And, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, it's me, Sheldon, call me Night Wolf. Finally doing this. It's been a while since I've been on any of Mike's videos, so looking to have some fun.
Alright, and yeah, we're playing some 5, and let's see where this conversation takes us.
Oh man.
So how you been, Sheldon?
I've been good. It's just a little tired. This is Mayweather Pacquiao on Saturday. I didn't exactly get enough much sleep because, you woke me up.
Yeah, I hung out at his place after that.
Yeah.
But you were cheering for Pacquiao, and I was cheering for Mayweather.
Yeah.
And Mayweather won.
Fortunately for you, he did.
I actually kind of wish I bet some money on that because, let's be honest here, I would have made some money. That would have been nice.
Ryan said he made money. He said he made $20 off that fight, so.
He made $20.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories about, Pacquiao getting the wrong points or whatever and giving Mayweather the right points. What do you think on it? Like, who do you think actually won?
I think Floyd won 8 rounds to 4 convincingly.
Okay.
I don't think there's any debate about it, really. If you know boxing, if you know how to score a fight, then that fight was scored in favor of Floyd Mayweather.
Right. So you don't believe any of the conspiracies floating around?
No. I've been into the sport for so long, and I know the fickle, casual fans, the guys that think they know the sport. They watch one fight, and they think, okay, well, Floyd ran, so he must have lost, right? Because Pacquiao was going forward. But how many punches did Pacquiao really land? You know, you can't just look at it. Because I remember Pacquiao had a few moments where he had Floyd on the ropes, and he was throwing like 8 punches.
Yeah, he was getting them.
Precisely, you only see 2 of those barely land.
Right.
Floyd was covering up very well. So you can't judge the fight based off of a few chances that Pacquiao might have had to score some points, because he didn't really do much. He got outboxed after the 6th round, so...
And this is coming from you, a Pacquiao fan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think stupidly. I'm not gonna think with my heart, okay, yeah, Pacquiao won the fight. No, I'm not stupid. I'm thinking of it because I'm a boxing fan first, before I'm a Pacquiao fan, and I know what I saw, and I'm not gonna try and make it seem like I didn't see it that way.
Well, that's good, because my whole Twitter feed on Sunday and a little bit today just butthurt Pacquiao fans.
Oh, I know.
Trying to get a rescore and trying to.
You can't rescore the fight.
Yeah.
You can't.
There's no recalls in boxing, is there?
They will only if the judging is that bad, they'll put it under review.
Right.
With the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Nevada State. Yeah. They'll put it under review with them if it's that bad. Like if it was let's say the scores were scored for Pacquiao in that same fashion, like 8 rounds to 4. Yeah, they'll put that under review because that would be a robbery. But normally it's not revoked. The decision is only revoked if there is drugs positive for the fighter that won after the fight. So there'll be a no contest.
Right.
In that case.
Okay. Well.
How did I go down? Like, what the hell?
Shit.
I hate knifing in this crowd.
But that's good you think that way, because I don't know, it's just been annoying seeing it on my Twitter feed.
Yeah. It must be.
But that was only my second fight watching, really. I saw Maidana versus Mayweather too. And then I saw that one. And so I guess you can say I'm a casual fan. Because I don't see fights that much. I'm not much of a boxing fan. How long have you been watching boxing, Sean?
About 5 years consistently, I've been a fan.
5 years, wow.
Yeah, and it's funny because before that, I mean, when I was younger, I was a WWE fan, and my grandfather was alive, and he's the biggest fucking boxing fan. He was into all the fights and everything. He even has like archive footage of some fights on VHS or whatever in like a box. So, like, he was a big boxing fan, and now that he's gone, I'm a boxing fan, and not even intentionally either. So, I can't believe it just went down again.
Damn.
Yeah.
So who's your
really appreciate
who's your favorite fighter? Is it Pac or is it?
Yeah, it's Pacquiao.
Oh, okay.
All time Pacquiao. But there's a lot of fighters I do like, so yeah.
I mean, I know my fair share of boxing knowledge, but I'm just filthy casual.
At least you're not a casual who thinks they know the fight, you know?
No,
like,
I don't know anything, but I mean, I know like the simple statistics, but
and you watch the fight. Who do you think won the fight?
I think Floyd won fair.
Yeah.
But that could be a biased statement because I'm a fan of Floyd, right?
Well, I mean, did you watch the fight?
Yeah, I did. And I saw the punches that Pacquiao was throwing, you know, and he was missing quite a bit, and also Floyd was blocking pretty good. So
He's a defensive wizard. So
yeah, he is. He's really defensive. It was really funny when you know, Pacquiao was throwing the punches, and Floyd comes back saying no. He's shaking his head all the time.
Yeah, he's shaking his head.
It's really funny.
Those flurries, man, like I could see they had pop on them, but they weren't that strong of punches.
Yeah.
I could just tell in the expression of Pacquiao's face and his punches. I could just, only a couple of them broke through, and they barely broke through. So, I mean, that really must have hit his confidence. Because if you can't land like that, if you're throwing punches, he's letting him throw those punches in combination, and you're not landing any of them, that's really going to throw you off your game.
Right. He thought he won, too, right, in the last 2 rounds?
Yeah,
Is that why he gave up?
Yeah, apparently because HBO telecaster Max Kellerman, one of the really knowledgeable guys when it comes to the fights, he's HBO and Pacquiao's HBO, and after Pacquiao said he won the fight, Kellerman was like, we...
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Some technical difficulties, but we're back. And, Sean, what were you saying?
I was talking about how Kellerman was interviewing Pacquiao, and they're both HBO. And it's funny because Pacquiao said he won the fight, and then Kellerman said, we at ringside didn't think you won the fight. You know, everyone at ringside that was covering the fight, they were like, you didn't win the fight.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious because he said that, and like, Pacquiao kind of looked a little shocked to hear him say that. Kellerman was tell it how it is.
Yeah, he's not going to sugarcoat things.
No, even if he is with his company.
Exactly.
He's not going to say, oh yeah, you won the fight.
Yeah.
I like guys like that.
Yeah, I like people that don't sugarcoat shit and are real with people.
Yeah.
There's not enough people out there like that.
Oh, I know.
Nowadays, it's just like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings, or...
Exactly.
You know, you gotta tell people how it is, or they're never gonna know.
They always assume things.
Yep, that's for sure. But I remember my ex sugarcoating shit, and you know, it's not good to work like that.
No, of course not.
Because in the end, you're just I don't know. It's just stupid the way some people do it. You gotta be real with people. You really do.
I don't know. Some people just use that concept altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, we're worrying about someone's feelings. Okay, yeah, there's some things you just don't say openly, but if asked accordingly, you should respond in a truthful way.
Yeah, exactly. You're intentionally lying to that person.
To make them feel better, so.
Exactly.
I don't care.
I don't like that shit. That shit doesn't fly with me. But we're playing on our favorite map here, pretty much on Black Ops 1. Or at least it's my favorite. I don't know about you. But.
Yeah, it's my favorite too.
What was our highest score on this? 33, 34?
30... What was it, 33? Did we get it on the first 33 rounds still, or did we make it to 34?
I think we might have made it to 34. I'm not too sure. We probably should have checked before this, but...
Yeah, we forget to check.
Yeah, we forget to check all the time. True story, we actually recorded 5 about a year ago, and I didn't have the hard drive space to save it, so I ended up just cutting it. And we only had the 1 episode on my channel, but it was recorded for like 2-3 hours or something like that. We got to around 33. I probably should have just uploaded the whole 2 hours, but I wasn't thinking at the time. It really wasn't.
I remember how mad I was when you told me that you didn't have that file.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But now I just I have more hard drive space, and I don't really care. I just upload the big long video. But what round do you hope to get to? Past 34?
If we can. Gotta really have a set goal.
Yeah.
As long as we don't die early.
Yeah, I hope for that too. We've gotten so much practice on this map that I don't think we can do wrong.
We have our adequate setups and everything, so pretty much know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's what that was.
yeah.
Okay.
Got last.
Alright. So when are we gonna leave here?
Not for a little while.
Okay.
Rush.
Yeah. Sounds good.
It's an interesting question.
What?
If you could watch everything in your life that's happened so far in a movie, would you enjoy it?
Oh, damn, that's an interesting question. What do you think about that? What do you think about that yourself?
I think there would be some funny moments in
I think funny moments, yeah, but parts, it'd just be so cringeworthy.
Yeah.
Cause I'm a really
"Why the hell did I
cringy,
do that?"
yeah, I'm a really cringy person, I find.
Oh.
Sometimes, not all the time, but there's definitely been parts of my life where I'm like, ugh, I don't want to see that again. There's probably been times like that for you too.
Yeah. There's been a couple incidents like that. Unfortunate.
Care to name a few?
Well, I guess one could be when I fell off the car, or I was riding a car on the roof.
Oh, man.
And I jumped off like an idiot, not realizing the laws of physics that if you're moving fast, you're gonna hit the ground fast. So, and in the opposite direction. So the car was obviously moving forward, and I was on the back, and I jumped off, and I didn't realize that once my feet hit the ground, I'm going to go smack on the pavement. So, jumped off, did that, busted my eye pretty bad, and then I ran. I actually got up and started running.
Where did you run?
I was at the end of my street, and I ran all the way to my house and dropped just on the lawn, just face first on the lawn. Just because of, my body was in shock, so instinctually I just ran, got up and got rid of the energy I had.
Damn.
It was a pretty sight.
I gotta say, one of those moments for me was when I was 10 at my babysitter's Christmas party. I probably told you this story.
Yeah.
A bunch of the kids and I were jumping down the stairs, and we were all like similar age at the time. Anyways, we were all jumping down the stairs. I jumped down the stairs. I think it was like the 5th step or the 4th step or something like that, and actually hit my head on the corner of the wall and cracked my head open. So it wasn't the best Christmas party because I had to go to the hospital and get 3 stitches. So it wasn't the best, and the stitches, they hurt.
I can't say I would know what that feels like. I was supposed to get stitches before, but I never ended up doing it because my mom was too lazy to take me to the damn hospital.
Why did you need to get stitches?
Yeah, because I got bit by my brother's dog back in 2010.
Was it a pit bull?
On my face. It was similar to a pit bull, but not exactly a pit bull. It's an attack dog trained to kill, so yeah, I grabbed that one over.
Right.
So I unfortunately messed with him when he was sleeping and paid for it because he bit me right on the cheek. And there's a permanent scar there because of that. At the time, it was pretty traumatizing because I saw him. I looked right in the eyes of this huge dog that was bigger than me at the time, and he was growling. I could see his teeth, and then a split second later, he latched onto my face.
Wow.
Took a quick bite and then let go.
So what ended up happening to the dog? Nothing, right?
My dad ended up taking him, even though it wasn't his dog to take. He took him and apparently gave him to another family, or tried finding another family for him. I don't know how true that is.
Right.
Because the dog was gone within the next day or so.
Holy
shit!
shit!
Could have gotten him that quickly. But my dad never liked the dog anyways. So I guess it's kind of a good thing that this had to happen for him to have gotten rid of him.
Yeah.
But it sucks because he ended up paying my brother like $2,500 for the dog because my brother paid originally $5,000 for the dog. So
holy
paid
shit!
Half of it.
So it wasn't a pit bull.
No.
Because you're lucky that wasn't a pit bull. Because once they latch, you have to break their neck to, or break their jaw to unlock the jaw. Because once the jaw is locked, it's not coming unlocked until you break it.
Exactly.
Oh shit. I don't know how I got out of that shit. Oh.
Wow.
It's a carpenter.
You gotta risk your life for it.
Yep. 2 down, strong. You have jug, right?
Of course.
Okay. That's what I was going to do. I was going to buy jug.
Shit. Oh, I'm down.
Ah, shit. Alright.
Batteries were clearly not included.
So we saw the new Avengers movie on Friday. What did you think of it?
I thought it was better than the first one, to be honest. I thought it had more action, consistently more action.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more action. Yeah, there was a lot more humor too. It was probably a lot longer too, no?
Not so much, no, because that was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And the first one was around that time as well. It was over 2 hours.
Okay.
Because it's a huge blockbuster film like Avengers, so they have to obviously get screen time to make the movie worth watching.
Right.
So, they were about the same length, but the first movie was a lot more talking, with a lot more dialogue, and the second was a little bit of that, but I mean you need it to a certain extent, and I liked how they showed the backstories of some of the characters.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know the storyline based on the characters, there's a lot of casual superhero fans going to see that movie, and then the hardcore superhero fans, they already know everything. But it's good that they actually introduced that to get people more interested in watching it.
I feel like I need to watch it again because I was nodding off a little bit in a few of the parts, which I couldn't help at all. You know, once you start nodding off, you're done for.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Can't stop it. We saw the later show though. I think that's mostly the reason why I usually never fall asleep in a movie. That was like my first time ever doing that. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my first time sleeping in a movie. Which is disappointing because I wanted to see the whole thing, but you know, I don't know. I guess I was tired.
If you're tired, you're tired.
Yeah. But from what I saw from the second one, I don't know. I like the first one a lot better for some reason.
Really?
I liked Loki as a villain better.
Yes, I liked Loki a lot as well.
Apparently, they were supposed to add him in this movie, but there was too many new characters, so they cut.
Oh, really?
They cut the idea of having him in. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but it seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
that's good. What's that drop? Oh, it's a
the
nuke.
new. Get it when you kill that thing. Or the next one.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I just saw it. I thought the first one was better. I don't know. That's just me though.
You do like Ultron?
Yeah, he was okay.
He was, I thought he was amazing as a villain. He's a guy that keeps you thinking with the things that he says.
Yeah.
He's always, because I mean his whole idea is like evolution needs to happen, so we need to wipe out the planet and start over again for change to happen, and changes are and he can't see past that. And because he's created by Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, he has some of the traits from him as well. It's interesting. He's trying to kill Tony Stark because he hates him the most. Although he's supposed to be made as this peaceful person, well, not person, but AI, and he pretty much wants the peace to consist of every human being eradicated and robots to take over the planet. That's why the whole movie consists of him trying to kill everybody.
Yeah. It's kind of scary where the Earth is headed with, you know, AI and robots and stuff like that.
I'm not necessarily scared about that.
Well, I mean, they're taking over jobs, and pretty soon, a lot of the jobs you'd see today, 20 years, maybe 20% of those jobs will be gone.
That's an interesting one.
I mean, look at it now. there's no more assembly line for making cars. Most of it is machines.
Oh yeah, obviously it's a very good thing.
No, but pretty soon, you know, retail will be run by machines and stuff like that too. They already started doing that in Japan. I think it was this year. Yeah, and they have robots that look like people. They talk to you, and they assist you on where things are. You know, it knows phrases. You can ask it questions. You know, obviously store-related things. It's not gonna have conversations with you, but that'd be pretty interesting if it did. But no, that's not the case. Am I dead? No, okay.
No. You were just about to die.
Yeah, I noticed that. But yeah, it's weird thinking about that.
Well, I mean, it's scary because, I mean, have you ever seen the movie iRobot?
I've seen parts of it on TV, but
Yeah,
just give me a little bit of a gist of it. Just
It's basically a robot takes over. It's a pretty simple concept. A robot learns to interact with other people and everything, and it has a primary purpose that is totally unrelated to being outside of a useful tool, basically, and it pretty much wants to kill everybody.
right.
So that's pretty much the premise of movies nowadays, consisting of AI. Like, I mean, Chappie, you heard of Chappie, right? It just came out recently.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it. Yeah, pretty sure.
It's basically a robot that's a good robot, like how WALL-E was. I think WALL-E was a great movie when it came to displaying how humans will be, or how they could be, potentially.
Yeah,
With
WALL-E is an eye-opener for sure.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, even if it is a kids movie.
Yeah, it's a really well done kids movie. I like that movie.
Yeah. So basically, with Chappie, it's like they're trying to. I mean, Hugh Jackman's the villain in that, and he's basically just trying to destroy Chappie because he thinks that he's going to turn evil and kill everybody, and the typical fear of AI. People when it comes to AI.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that drastic, because if anything, you'd be able to use an EMP, electromagnetic pulse. You know, you've heard of them, obviously.
Yeah.
And it would disable all electronics. So I'm pretty sure, unless they are capable of knowing how to fix themselves in that capacity and restore themselves, I think would be okay.
Understandable, yeah. It's just it's weird to think that you know, most jobs will be replaced soon.
It's all about convenience. You know?
Exactly, and you know, if they can make more money and hiring non-human workers,
Exactly.
they're gonna do it. I mean, you see the fast food industry, soon it will most likely be robots.
Yeah, I would predict that as well. Probably would be.
And then then these big corporations won't have to pay people money, and it'll be harder to get jobs.
Plus, robots don't talk back.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't need healthcare, and they don't need a lot of things that humans need.
Okay, let's head out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, I could see the world heading towards that path. I mean, there's already like in Japan, they're designing robot girlfriends for people.
Yeah, I heard about
You
that.
literally have a girl who's got like features of a regular female, but is a robot.
It's, it's weird.
Like I remember that concept was used on Futurama, where people would basically be able to get like a dummy bot and print out whatever person they wanted to have that bot look like.
Right.
But, it'd basically be the exact same idea, except for people are trying to get it to really come about.
Yeah, it's weird. I've seen some of them. Like,
they're creepy as fuck.
yeah, I know, and they sound weird. Sound like robots. I don't know. It's. I don't know. I don't think about it, but it's kind of like you in the zombie apocalypse type thing.
Well, that's a little more difficult to talk about.
Why is that?
Because that is like it is designed by humans as well. Because for these diseases and everything, for people to put the right combination together to make this super virus, it would require scientists to do it, and it is possible. It's possible to design something like that, but with the whole robot thing, I think it's more or less up to the government to do something like that. And with the zombie apocalypse, it wouldn't be the government's doing unless they planned on eradicating humans.
Right.
Starting over. I wouldn't entirely think they would do something that drastic. But I mean, we've seen things like that in the past. I mean, even it's rumored that HIV was designed by the government. And
why do you think that way?
I mean, used as a weapon, more or less, in foreign countries. I mean, like in Africa, especially, it's pretty prominent in Africa, because they don't have money to pay for, you know, contraceptives and everything. So it's been pretty dominant in Africa, and it only emerged like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
It's been around all that long, and it just came about. Like nobody knows how it came about. And there's speculation that it came from a monkey, one monkey that did it, that started the spread of it, but we don't know for certain
Yeah.
what happened with that. Hey, you want to come up here? I have him in a good spot.
Okay. Yeah. Ah, I spawned on the top floor.
I can wait.
Okay.
Really far ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm just waiting in the teleporter, so. Are you running the loop right now?
Yeah, I am.
So you believe in the whole zombie apocalypse thing?
Oh, of course. I believe that it is possible. I think it's just a matter of when it'll happen.
When do you think is a time that it will come?
I think that at a time where the world seems like it's gonna need it, because
when would that
humans
be?
are gonna be, well, the population's gonna be increasing so much that maybe some crazy person's gonna think, okay, maybe we can cut down the population entirely by doing this. I think it's fair to say that, I mean, I agree with it at the same time, as crazy as that sounds, because the Earth can only sustain a certain amount of people, and if we have too many people, then there's not going to be enough supplies to go around, resources and everything.
But it's gonna be going down when the generation before us dies.
It won't matter, because at the rate that people are populating, because you've seen in the past, like, 100 years, the population is, like, doubled. So,
but it's been down.
That,
it's been up and down. Like it goes up and down.
but it's been consistently up, I would think. In the billions, we're at 7 billion right now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, 10 years ago we weren't at 7 billion. We were at like 5. So when you think about it, well, not 10 years ago, maybe longer than that, because just all these babies are being born. It's like, you know, how do we manage all these people. If you look at the population of California, it exceeds the population of Canada altogether. California has about 35 million people, and we have...
Well, we have
34?
36, but...
No, we don't have 36.
We
have
do, yeah.
We have like 34.
36.
You want to check the census?
I checked it, last year? But we just reached 36 not too long ago.
I think we'll have to confirm on that one. But I know California has more people than Canada.
Well, anyways, even if it is 36 million or even if it isn't, it's still pretty close. But
it's a pretty large number. It's ridiculous because one state has more than our entire country.
Well, I mean,
crazy.
The states is big, and land mass wise, I'd like to say they're bigger, aren't they? Or
they're not. No, Canada's the second largest country in the world, next to Russia.
Are you sure that hasn't changed?
I am 100% sure on that. They can't change. How is it going to change? The land mass isn't going to change.
Well, not land mass, but I mean people-wise.
Well, no. Well, population, that's different. That's versus the actual, the density.
Right.
The land is different. What? Why are they attacking me? I threw a monkey.
They
that
came
makes no sense.
through the teleporter?
I threw a monkey. I threw two, and they still came after me. That doesn't make any sense.
I have no idea, but California is not a place I'd want to live.
No, definitely not.
Because of all the drought and all the issues emerging. That San Andreas movie coming out, it's kind of sketchy.
Yeah, because it's real. It's realistic. It's not like 2012 is, where 2012 is all speculation.
Well, 2012 also had like stupid, meteors falling from the sky and terrible special effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't 2012 like an indie movie that hit the theaters?
I don't think so. It had John Cusack in it. I don't think it was an indie movie.
Well, it was fucking awful.
I thought it was entertaining.
Did you believe in 2012 at the time?
I did. I really did. But
really, what made you believe that?
Because we had Mayans come in and talk to us back when I was in like the 6th grade or something like that, and it just made me think about it, and I thought it was really gonna happen. I don't know. I guess I kind of bought into that. But then in 2011, I went to Mexico, or was it 2010? I don't remember. Well, either way, I went to Mexico, and a real Mayan said that that's all a hoax, and it's all just a money grab. So I couldn't entirely disagree with a native to the country. So, I mean, that kind of changed my view a little bit on it, but it didn't entirely, you know, because when you hear, like, the end of the world, you kind of think about it, because, I mean, look how many people believed in Y2K, and that was a pretty
Well,
big
I
thing,
mean,
like,
every couple years they come out with this end of the world bullshit. I mean, look at, you know, 666, 999, Y2K, you know, look at 2010, they're like, oh, you know, and then there was 2012. It was just, it was all bullshit to me.
Yeah, it is all bullshit.
It's all a cash grab and all to get people
exactly.
scared and everything like that. Like, did you hear about that new H9 virus or whatever?
No, I don't think so. Max, by the way.
I am good to go.
Okay, let me just reload this H.
But it emerged this year, and they were talking about it a little bit. And I was just like, yeah, great way to push more money on vaccines and stuff like that. It's, man, the government's out to get our money. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, You know there is a cure for cancer. There has to be.
Either
There's
that
no way.
or there isn't. And I think if they have it, they won't release it because they're getting more money this way. And
Yeah, that's exactly why they're not releasing it.
they don't know how to control it. Like, look at cell phones. We had cell phones 100 years ago, but they're not the same as they would be today, right? But
Yeah.
they had similar types of ideas. They just didn't know how to control it. Ivory again, by the way. Oh shit! How are you gonna get down?
Yeah, I guess I won't get down. I think he sees me first.
Unless you teleport. But...
Yeah, he sees me first.
Okay, that's a negatory. Let me know when he takes your gun. Oh yeah, he just took it. Okay, well I have a ray gun, so
This should be easy then.
hopefully.
Yeah, box.
Got him.
Alright, let's do.
Alright. But yeah, we had those 100 years ago. The government just didn't know how to control it. Same with prohibition, you know. They want to make alcohol illegal, right?
Yeah. And they did.
They did
But,
for a little bit,
People still did it.
but they couldn't control it, so they switched that. The government wants to control things so that they can make money off of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're on.
Like, it's the same thing with recreational use of weed, right?
Yeah.
Like, it'll be legal pretty much everywhere once the government finds a way to tax it and make money off of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's an interesting debate about it because I mean I think it being legalized, I think it'll be better.
I think it'll be better if it was legalized, and I'm not a pro weed smoker or anything, and I don't smoke or anything, but
Yeah.
It'll definitely, I don't know, change things.
It'll reduce crime rate for sure.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean some of these people are just innocent people who have nothing, no history of crime. And they just like their weed, and
Yeah.
they get booked for it like it's a big huge thing, just because the government doesn't want to make it legal for everyone else. They do. Meanwhile, I know of cops that do smoke weed, so it's not like they don't exist. They do.
Right.
So, like, it's a tricky thing because of course it's important, but I don't think every cop is just gonna stop guys that look like they're smoking weed on the streets to just search them. And it's not like it's cocaine where it's a huge, it's a federal offense, obviously, but. And any drug is pretty much a federal offense, but cocaine and heroin are the highest.
Yeah.
When it comes to that sort of thing, so I don't know. It's interesting. I feel like legalizing it would shut everybody up.
What's your take on it? Like, what do you think about it?
I feel like you can do it, but if you do it, but don't try to push it on me if I don't want to do it,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it's your thing. That kind of applies with anything. If you're a radical Christian and, you're just going to express your religion on everybody else, don't give me that shit, because I don't believe in any of that crap. I don't want to buy into that. I don't want to listen to you. So, it's like, yeah, do it, have fun, but leave me out of it, and just accept my view on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. You shouldn't be able to. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to force people into doing something they don't want to do.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, I personally will never do it. I mean, I have a family history, of course, with it. So it kind of deterred me away from it completely.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Not to say I haven't thought about it, because I have thought about it. I've thought about trying it. Thought about trying cigarettes as well. And then I just, I didn't do it because I thought about it. It took me some thought. And I realized that it's not something I want to do. I want to put my body through. I want to put myself through because when I have strong moral beliefs with this. Whether, saying somebody smokes weed doesn't make them a bad person. No, it doesn't. It's what they do, other than that can make them a bad person. That shouldn't really dictate somebody. You can't just be like, oh, he's a pothead and he's a piece of shit, he's scum of the earth,
Right.
That's a radical Christians, that sort of thing will do. Like, oh, you're not a virgin? Oh, you're a slut. You're this. You're going to hell.
Yeah.
But I hate these rules that are set upon society based on these radical people and their way of thinking. It's like, who gives you the right to judge people based off of that? What have you done? Who are you to give people that title?
Who are you to judge? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's probably a lot worse shit that you've done in your past that you're just gonna try and judge other people based on those little things that they do to make yourself feel better.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I feel like religion's a big one.
It's a huge, huge one.
Like, everyone I know that's like pro-Christian and everything, telling me, oh, I don't even believe in it, why? Is there anything I can do to sway you towards it? And it's like, no. Like, you can't change the way I feel about something. It doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get why people have to force other people to believe in something they believe in. Like, you gotta let people have their own beliefs and their own backbone.
What we're losing in society today because the media is making us feel a certain way about ourselves and
about everything.
Yeah.
About everything. It's bad. It's terrible.
Nobody's able to have their own assumptions anymore, or their own views.
Or their own
Like,
opinion.
okay, well,
Yeah, your opinion's wrong. I don't like it. That's how the YouTube community is. Whenever you voice your opinion, you get bitched at.
I ran into that.
Like, if you ever read the YouTube comments, you'll always see someone getting bitched at for their own opinion. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't like this person. Oh, well, you can go to hell, or you can suck a dick, or you don't have to comment. It's like, no, it's freedom of speech,
Yeah, exactly. But just people choose to say bad things. And that's on them. Their view on things. You can't exactly tell everybody to shut the hell up. So, people are gonna talk. People are gonna say whatever they want, whatever they feel is the right thing to say. So I guess you have to accept that, whether it be good or bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I just bought the box.
Oh, that sucks. What guns do you have?
Python, ray gun, HK. What do you got?
Winter's Howl, CZ, and Galil.
Nice. I like all those. Well, yeah, I like all those.
Yeah.
Even the CZ.
CZ's a good points grabber. That's why I like it.
Yeah. Oh, piece of shit.
So we're on round 17 here. Doing alright.
Oh, Commando.
What's this, our third game now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but I know we can do better.
Yeah.
I feel like one close plus pack punch we'll be set.
I don't even need Packer Punch right away. I wait.
Yeah, I don't
wait as long
either.
as I need to.
But saying once we do.
Yeah.
I probably should have kept my ray gun for the Pentagon Thief.
Oh yes, I have one. So.
Alright.
Hopefully we can get that bonfire.
Yeah, I want a bonfire so I don't have to spend a shit ton of money. Max, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, give me a sec. In a position to get it?
Yep.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on. Okay, never mind. It's
my
okay.
bad, my bad.
It's all good, homie.
My bad.
Starving right now.
You haven't eaten anything yet?
No, I just had a coffee this morning. And
You drink coffee?
of course, avid coffee drinker. I've been drinking it for years.
How long have you been drinking coffee?
I first tried it when I was about 7.
When did you start, like, fully drinking it? Grade 9 or?
Probably grade 7, grade 6.
Really?
Morning coffees, yeah. My mom used to give me, I used to just take some of hers and try it.
Shit.
And then, it came a point where I was like, okay, I just want to, you know, drink this stuff and try different flavors and everything. And I got into it, and I really like it, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's not good for you, no, but it's like a routine thing, you know? Like, for smokers, it's like, some people smoke because they like the routine of doing it, of taking it out, standing there, smoking, whatever. God damn it, he sees me. Oh, shit. Shit, he's not taking my commando.
I know what you mean.
Take it?
It's...
Took my ray gun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I could stop anytime I wanted. Like, I could literally not drink another cup of coffee for the rest of my life. It's not like, I mean, because some coffee does have nicotine in it. I mean, that's how they
What?
get yeah, you didn't know that Tim Hortons and different places, they have nicotine in their coffee?
No.
Small traces? Yeah, that's what makes it so addictive.
Really?
Yeah, you've never heard of that.
No. What?
Yeah, they have enough to make it, you know, legal to drink. So...
Where did you hear about this?
I heard about this a long time ago on the news.
Jeez.
Oh, he's coming. He's last place. That was close.
Yeah, that was close. Wow. I never thought of it that way. Holy shit.
Yeah, why do you think so many people can't make the transition? Coffee to tea, because tea doesn't have nicotine in it. Coffee does.
Right. Not all of it does it though?
No, not all of it, of course.
Okay.
But a lot of it does.
Huh.
That's how they get that's why this coffee is such a huge thing. Places like Tim Hortons, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, all those places, they're very successful from their coffee because people are constantly going in every day to have it, and they don't have it. Some people actually get headaches without it. They feel like shit without their morning coffee, so...
Yeah, I heard people say that. I get a headache when I don't have my coffee.
Yeah.
I never really wanted to get into the habit.
Yeah,
Because you're relying on it to wake up.
I guess so. Depends on how...
The way I've been relying to wake up is shower. But, yeah, it's fine. But it's... I don't know, maybe it's not the best way to wake up in the morning.
shower's a healthy way of getting up. It doesn't do anything to you.
It is, but it doesn't keep you awake the whole day like coffee does, right?
I don't know. For me, I can drink a cup of coffee and get tired 2 hours later.
Really?
So, yeah, I don't think it has that hold on me. Even with Red Bull now, I think Red Bull has really, it's like so into my bloodstream that it doesn't even make me fully awake for long. I feel like that's my tool to get up, is every day before school I go and grab a Red Bull.
That's not really healthy, but...
It's not at all, and I should really stop, but it's like, it tastes so good.
I've never had an energy drink. So I don't know what they're like.
You also never had a beer before.
No, I haven't.
Grab my stomach.
Probably happen soon, sometime.
Yeah, man, for sure. You gotta.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the right time.
Oh, obviously. Don't wanna rush that sort of thing.
Well, it's not
That's
sort of
true.
rushing it, it's just the opportunity, right?
Yeah. I guess you want to do it so you remember your first time.
Right.
Well,
Keep your fuel.
for me, it was like my first time drinking beer was when I was fucking 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Pretty
so much
interesting.
to me, I just needed it. I don't know, a hand on it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, who knows if you even like it? You might not even like it at all. You might not even have it again.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, going back to the caffeine thing, people say caffeine's a drug.
I will crush you with my feet.
Because it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's-
It's very addictive.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, sugar is more addictive than cocaine, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That's a pretty big one too.
I mean, because everyone can get their hands on sugar, right?
Exactly, as well. That should be freaking banned.
But it's just so good. It's in everything.
It
Sugar's
is.
in everything.
Unfortunately, yeah, it is. It's a hard thing to cut down on.
And we actually need it to survive, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's more salt we need than sugar.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. We're on round 20. Taking a little bit longer than it should, but
good. Getting through the round. On this side.
I think this is gonna be a longer kind of zombie cast. We're already coming in at over an hour.
Wow, already.
Yep.
Got another interesting question.
Alright, let's hear it.
If you could ask anybody in the world one question, and they had to answer truthfully, who would you ask and why?
Huh.
Who and what would you ask, of course? And why would you ask?
I'm trying to think. Huh. Do you have one at mind right now?
I think so.
What would it be?
I think I would ask George Bush if he knew about 9/11 before it happened.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Probably,
interesting to know.
Yeah, I'd want to know the truth to that, or even ask Obama if what's at Area 51, like what's in there. Because I remember he was asked that. I think it was on like Jimmy Kimmel or something. He like jokingly asked him about it. And he's like, "That's classified," something like that.
Oh, did he?
I mean, yeah, it was like a joke question, but he kind of brought it with a serious tone with his answer. So, I mean, everyone wants to know what's in there. The rumors have been going on for years since the Roswell, New Mexico thing, so UFOs and whatever. So nobody really knows what's behind there aside from those government agents.
What do you
Even them,
believe
their
is in
lives
there?
are devoted. I believe that there could be alien technology, whether it be actual, what we think of as aliens, or, you know, just technology that we've discovered somehow throughout the years. Probably super weapons could be behind there as well, like things that could wipe the whole planet out. Or,
Why would you think
game
they'd be
changers.
hiding something like that there?
Because it's an easy way to keep it off the record, because no one knows what's in there, and you can't get within 100 miles of the place without getting shot dead, so it's an interesting place. Especially because it's in Nevada, it's in the desert. So, and we know that the desert's been a pretty good place for nuclear testing and all those things, so I think that they have the space. I mean, because it's underground, I'm pretty certain. so they have the area to do their testing and whatever. So, you know, who knows? They are probably running experiments of sorts, whether it be on people or aliens, as we like to think, or anything. But I do believe there is a lot of things hidden there that hopefully we will one day know about. But if somebody would ever find out about it, their entire existence would be wiped clean as soon as they found out. So it'd be very interesting to know how that information would be gathered without somebody being killed. I mean, if I had the opportunity, I would devote my whole life to being part of the CIA or the government to find out what happened, and I would try and get that information out, even if it kills me.
You'd try and get your like your story out and everything like that.
Yeah, as much as I could. Even though I think they'd probably kill your entire family and your entire lineage and everyone who knows about it, but you know, they can only stop so much with mass media and everything. I mean, if you were to like display that sort of information at Times Square, you know, how are people not going to see that? How are people not going to spread that within minutes? You know, if you revealed the truth, if you had photo evidence, video evidence of those sort of things, I'm pretty sure they couldn't stop you at that point. I mean, the government can try and, you know, say, oh, that's nothing, it's all lies, he's a crazy person, shit like that, you know, because that's what they try to do. They try to wipe everything like it's nothing, try to blow it off. There's only so many things that people aren't going to believe.
You devote yourself to try and get that information
absolutely.
Out there.
Absolutely.
Even if it killed you.
Even if it killed me.
I wonder how you'd apply for a job there or something like that.
You would have to be the most immaculate person. You'd have no history of anything, along with being a trusted government source, because you'd have to have been in the government from young, either have family ties to them or whatever. And I think, I'm not sure how the process would go. Would you have to like apply there? You give the resume? Like, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you'd have to be an American citizen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of us Canadians would be able to do that.
No, but I would hope that there are people like me out there thinking that revealing this would be the best for the world, and that they could possibly devote their lives to this. Because if they were, I'd back them 100%.
Right.
Because I think that the government's hiding way too much from us, and you know, it's not right. Because yes, the government does control our population, our world. I mean, the United States is the most powerful country in the world, so they pretty much dictate the pace at which the world goes at. I mean, yes, the power countries like Russia, Korea, China, those places, they are awful powerful, but the U.S. is just the powerhouse. I mean, the president's the most important man in the world, the most well-known person in the world, and the most powerful, obviously, so what he says goes, and we can't exactly say anything against it. I mean, what I'm very afraid of is a nuclear stalemate of sorts, is basically because there's so many countries that have nuclear weapons, nuclear technology, that we would be at a nuclear war, basically. Everyone would be waiting to push the button. And that's what I'm afraid of, more than like anything else.
What do you?
If we get into nuclear war,
what do you think would happen?
I think that some country would send their nuke off, attempting to hit America or something along those lines. Nobody likes America, myself included. I do not like America, but
I do and I don't. It's a love-hate relationship for me. But yeah, continue.
I think they would try to send their nuke off, and then that would just be the beginning of the end for the rest of the world.
You think for the rest of the world?
For the rest of the world, they would be the beginning of the end.
Why is that?
Because once you set something like that in motion, a nuclear warhead will kill millions of people. If they're attempting to kill millions of people, nobody's going to take that lightly. There's going to be serious retaliation. And you know how Korea is trying to test their nukes and trying to get them prepped and whatever, but they're failing because you have to get that nuke from point A to point B, and that is hundreds of thousands of miles across the world. So, I mean, they are trying,
You don't believe Korea is against America, do you?
How were they not against America? Tell me that.
I mean, they... I don't know, I feel like they're not, but they are at the same time.
I feel like if Kim Jong had his way, he'd kill every American that he could. He'd wipe the country clean and rename it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yes, the interview, the movie, it's a movie, of course, but it's also realistic to some points because he does feel like he's a god. Kim Jong does feel that way. He does tell his people things like, you know, I am a god, I am this, I am your savior, things like that. Not nukes, the Max, by the way.
I have a Dust machine right now, so...
Yeah, so basically he makes the people think the things that aren't true. You know, to make himself look like this high and mighty power, which he is, because it is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
In Korea. So... Oh, I'm about to go down in the elevator. Wow, that was auto-aim bullshit. Pointed me down the whole time. Wow, that was ridiculous. But yeah, anyways. Basically, if it's a dictatorship, you can't really do much, because they do have prisoner camps in Korea and everything, so there's only so much that the people can do. The people don't have say.
Oh, they don't have power, they don't even have money.
No, exactly. And democracy is very important. That's why countries like Canada, the U.S., and even, well, Russia was communist. Countries like ours are safe because we have freedom of choice, freedom of speech, everything like that. Them, they can't do anything or say anything without getting hindered for it or getting killed for it. So it's interesting to see how those countries, they function on those principles. I know for certain if I was, if I now would have had to been forced to live in a dictatorship, I'd go crazy.
Oh,
I would go absolutely crazy. I wouldn't be able to handle not being able to voice my opinion or say anything without getting put in jail for it. You know, there's only a certain amount of things you can say. I think if you make a threat towards Kim Jong himself, I think you can be thrown in jail or killed.
Yeah, you can be killed as well.
It's ridiculous.
Even tortured.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd rather be killed than tortured because torture's terrible. Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, it's... you just got the gun now.
Yeah. Oh, you got one going out, or I got one?
Yeah, I only have one monkey left, so...
Yeah, same here. I'm out of here.
Alright. But, yeah, it's interesting. Do you ever think a World War III would happen?
For certain. I think the way we can happen. I'm not sure when it'll happen, but there was a scare a couple years ago about Korea trying to start a World War III, having their nukes and everything ready to go, and then we saw that their test later failed. But and then the whole Syria bullshit. So basically, there's a certain amount of allies the U.S. has in countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, places like that. They're allied with Korea. So anybody who hates America basically is on the same team. Although they're not exactly gonna work together, but they're just gonna try and kill America because that's what they do. Canada being U.S.'s ally by default, we can't really say anything against going to war.
Right.
I mean, it's almost like World War I again, where you're enlisted, like you have to go. Like there's no choice. Basically, drafted for the war that you probably won't survive without choice. It's tough.
When do you think it would happen, if there was one to happen?
Well, it's an interesting thing because it could happen at any time. It can happen tomorrow. But it's all a matter of the moves that the enemy makes. The enemy being Korea, because I would not regard them as the ally, obviously. So it's all about what they do. And if they just get serious and they're like, okay, let's fucking kill everyone, and they have a plan in mind, because Korea has a lot of troops. They have millions of troops. So if they decided to one day just start going at it, they would probably instigate a World War III. So it's all a matter of when. Just like with the whole zombie apocalypse thing that I believe in, it's all a matter of when, not if. Like, these things will happen. You just need to know when these things will happen.
So why do you believe so strongly in the zombie apocalypse? Like, I know we touched on this a little bit earlier.
It's because these things that
Sean,
are
you want to try and get down here, by the way?
Oh, I
Ah, shit, never mind. But yeah, continue.
I'm gonna say the things that we have in the world, the diseases, pathogens, like the plagues we've had, like all these different things all together, they really give fuel to these diseases that can happen. Like, the zombie virus, necessarily, can just be a strain of mad cow that has evolved to humans, and it spread to human beings. Because, you know, if you get mad cow, and you have tainted meat, you're pretty much screwed. You're gonna get, like, serious illnesses, mental illnesses, and you're just gonna, like, explode on yourself. So, pretty much, if mad cow evolves, because as humans, it has the mental problems, but with cows, it makes them cannibalistic and it makes them crazy. They pretty much want to kill everything in sight. So if that sort of strain of virus would spread to humans, shit, I don't have a dead anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
So basically, if that happened and spread to people, we'd be pretty screwed as far as history suggests when it comes to cows.
Right.
And Matt Moak, the lead expert of the Zombie Research Society, said that, he spoke to one of his friends that works at Harvard University, and they didn't know anything about zombies, about the definition of zombie, what a zombie is. The definition of zombie is basically a reanimated corpse that comes back to life, and at that point, and they didn't have any clue of what a zombie was. So he asked them about, he just explained the characteristics first, and then he asked, can something like this be made? And they said absolutely. Like, absolutely, a disease like this can be put together. So it's a scary thing, because I mean, that's Harvard University. Like, that is one of the lead medical places and medical schools, obviously, in the world. They have brilliant scientists and everything. So it's not like she didn't know what she was talking about. It's not like she's crazy.
Or is she? No. Okay.
Something to think about.
Yeah,
if that sort of thing can be made, then we're just waiting on the right guy to make it.
Crazy topic to think about.
It is, because it's a realistic threat that people really take for granted. It takes somebody that crazy to do it, to put that on the world, to seek the world's destruction in that regard. Because with the amount of people, that's also the problem that I have with population, because there's more people now than there ever has been, and there will continuously be more people than there ever will or have been. 1800, something like that, there was like 1 billion people, maybe only like 1 billion people across the world, and now we're at 7 billion. So look at that increase. And I mean, I watched a documentary on what if the world's population doubled overnight. We'd basically run out of resources within 3 years. Is basically what would happen. There would be way too many people. It's insane. So if we doubled to, I mean, at the time it was like, there was like 5 billion. So if we doubled to 10 billion overnight, we'd be screwed within a few years. And that's the problem with the zombie virus, is because there's so many people, it's so easily spread. I mean, who knows how it would be spread? via, you know, bite or airborne. Because if it was airborne, then we'd all be screwed. But if it was through fluids or anything, we'd have more of a chance to, you know, keep them at bay, kill the people who have the virus, etc. But it's an interesting thing because it's becoming more dangerous as the years go on because of the population growth. So because you know, like the flu and influenza and everything that killed millions of people, and Spanish flu and everything.
Yeah.
So this could be worse because if it is realistic in the sense of people will be trying to, you know, kill people and everything, then they're going to have people set out to spread this illness. But with people with the flu and everything, they weren't trying to spread it, it just happened. So if you get people that are trying to do these things, it's going to be much more interesting because then how do we deal with these people?
Okay.
You know, it's like, what do we kill them off? Like, do we try and find a cure? Like, I don't think there can be a cure for something like that except for eradication and, you know, extermination of the humans that have it. I don't think we can do anything about it. Thank you for leaving me a shit ton of zombies.
No problem, man.
Yeah, but I feel like you can't stop it. Once it's set in motion, that's it.
You think the Earth is screwed after that?
Yes, I believe that will happen. I think we'll screw ourselves.
I don't know. It's hard for me to believe something.
I mean, there's only so much proof because I mean it's all theoretical research, of course, because we don't have a living zombie to test on. We don't, you know, have history of this. But there is a story. Well, it's not a story. It actually happened of this town that had, I think, a population of like 1,000 people, and they pretty much had people go to that place. It was like an island or something, and suddenly, after a few months or something, everyone just vanished, and there was no people.
Where do you think they went?
And evidence suggests that it was of cannibalistic nature because there was no evidence to suggest that they were attacked by an outside source, because there was even bones found, and it looked like the bones suggested that it was of cannibalistic nature that caused their death. So
where and when did this happen?
I forgot where, but it happened back in like the 1700s, something like that. I have to confirm that. It's in the book, Everything You Needed to Know About Zombies, by Matt Moak, like the head of the Zombie Research Society. He wrote a book, and I read it, and I was like totally in love with it because it's amazing. It's an eye opener because it's not like he's saying things that he knows. Like, he doesn't know that, you know, this could happen tomorrow. It's theoretical research. So
the whole zombie thing is theoretical then.
Oh yeah, of course, it's theoretical because, like I said, we don't have a zombie to test on.
Right.
But with like nuclear war, we have nukes and we have people that are able to launch them. So that's not exactly theoretical. Those things can happen. But with zombies, it's more like a chain of things that have to be set in motion for this to happen.
Right.
And I think that it can happen sooner than later, depending on the sanity of the person that's trying to start it, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good idea, but it's also not a terrible one.
Why do you think it isn't a terrible one? Like,
I mean, it's terrible when it comes to humanity itself as a whole. But I mean, like I said, the population is increasing so much that there's only so much we can do. And I'm about to go down again. Oh my god. The teleporter. Fuck. Try and teleport again. Are you already down here? Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Back in the game, kid.
Oh, back upstairs.
You have no more rounds.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing. Because if we're gonna run ourselves to extinction, because we're gonna run out of resources, then we're all gonna die. So, I mean, I don't know, this kind of helps. But it's a terrible thing to think about, obviously.
How often do you think about this? Like, is this a reoccurring topic, or?
Sometimes. I think about how easier things would be if this would happen.
Why do you think things would be easier?
I think that it would test people. It would test us as a species. We'd be able to know if we'd be able to survive. Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god, I'm in the elevator.
Okay.
I'm way too hungry right now. But yeah, it would surely test us, and if we could survive it, it would basically be like starting the world over again. I mean, back to what I was talking about with the Age of Ultron. I mean, that's his total idea of getting rid of everybody. You know, you can't close the elevator. I'm in there now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They patched that. You can't do that anymore.
Jesus,
yeah,
that was
so
close.
basically, like, he would want to eradicate humans and start over. I'm not saying that that's exactly what I want to happen, but it's like we're running ourselves deeper into a hole that we can't exactly get ourselves out of. That's why you see places like China, they have a population limit, like you can only have one child. Because the population's so great that they can't sustain everybody.
Right.
You know? So it's crazy. It's crazy to think about the direction we're headed in. I mean, you see there's more and more childbirths all the time. I mean, teens having kids and, you know, a bunch of different shit. It's crazy to think about it. Oh, I'm gonna go down again, aren't I? Oh, no.
Ooh, game over for me.
Oh.
Damn. Ah, shit. You don't have any more monkeys, do you?
I got one.
Oh, okay. We need to get down there and get Jug.
Oh yeah, shit, I have enough for Jug now. But I gotta wait for you to drink that, Jug.
I drank it.
I gotta cut these down.
Holy crawlers. I'm gonna need to hit the box because I'm out of ammo. And I don't have a third gun. Out of ammo right now. Oh shit. Wow. This kind of sucks not having ammo. Oh man.
Yeah. It really does. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I'm dead. There's way too many of them.
Oh shit. Oh, that was a good run.
Oh man, there's way too many. Could not do anything about that.
It's all good, man. We can keep trying some other time, but I guess that's been the zombie cast for now. Our topics are just kind of all over the place. I don't know if you guys like it that way or if we should structure our topics more. But do you want to say anything before we go, Sean?
I guess just make sure you keep your beliefs your main priority, and don't try to take what I'm saying or what Mike's saying or what anyone says and try to misconstrue it anything, and do your research and believe what you guys want to believe. I mean, I might be crazy. People think I'm crazy for believing in the whole zombie apocalypse thing. That's their opinion on that. But whatever you guys believe, you know, make sure you know that's what you believe in. And don't let people influence your opinions. If you strongly feel about anything, you know, just keep your head to it and, you know, just keep at it. Because whatever you believe in is more important than what the next guy believes in. Because, you know, you're you and you're unique. Everyone's different. So, you know, just if you believe in different shit, you know, just keep that to yourself. Well, not necessarily, but keep it in such a way where you can strongly stand for what you believe in, and that people can't pressure you into thinking other things. So, I guess that's all I gotta say.
Well, that's good. Thanks for coming on, Sultan. I'm pretty sure you'll be on more of these.
Yeah, I hope to be. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And hopefully we'll structure our topics a little bit more next time. But anyways, that's it for the Zombie Cast. Tune in next week. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe, leave a like and or a comment. And I'm Moffstv. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.